I am the second reporter of the Chapter 11, and I am Abigail Sarte Espina. So here are the topics that I'm going to report. First is the Herfindahl-Hirschman Index. Second is the new direction of antitrust. Third, regulating anti-competitive behavior. Fourth, restrictive practices. And the last one is regulating natural monopolies. So the Herfindahl-Hirschman Index or the HHI is a measure of the degree of concentration in a market. It is calculated by summing the squares of the market shares of all the firms in the industry and then taking the natural logarithm of the result. Like for example, let's say there are 4 firms in a market, each with a market share of 25%. The HHI for this industry would be 1,000. If there were only 2 firms with market shares of 50% and 50%, the HHI would be 2,500. So next is the new direction for antitrust. It is the focus on promoting competition, protecting consumers, and fostering innovation. And it is also involves reviewing existing laws and regulations to ensure they are up to date and effective in addressing the challenges posed by new business models and technologies. Like for example of the new direction of antitrust is recent investigation in the technology industry, particularly the dominance of big tech companies like Google, Amazon, and Facebook. And also regulators are looking at how these companies use their market power to stifle competition, potentially harming consumers and innovation. Restrictive practices refer to business practices that limit competition or prevent new entrants from entering a market. These practices can include price fixing, collusion, and the use of exclusive contracts to patents to prevent competition. Like for example, is when a company forms a cartel with other companies in the same industry to fix prices. For instance, in the early 2000, several major airlines were found guilty of price fixing on routes between the United States and Europe. These practices resulted in higher air fares for consumers and limited competition among airlines. Regulating anti-competitive behavior is a behavior refers to the process of enforcing laws and policies that prevent or limit practices that harm competition in a market. This includes actions such as mergers and acquisitions, price fixing, and the abuse of market power by dominant players. Like for example, in the early 2000s, Microsoft was found guilty of abusing its dominant position in the personal computer operating system market by bundling its interest. Explorer web browser with Windows, making it difficult for competitors like Nescafe Navigator to compete. Regulating natural monopolies is refers to a situation where one company has a significant cost advantage over its competitors due to factors such as economies of scale, access to resources, or technological superiority. Like for example, natural monopoly is the water supply industry. It requires large amount of capital to build and maintain water treatment plants, pipelines, and distribution system.
Thank you for watching.